What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is UnrealEntGaming, and welcome back to another episode of the Roundtable Podcast. Today, everybody, I am joined by three-man broadcast, my good friends Brandon and Notorious Blaze Dave, and we're joined by the creator of Dragonball New Age, my good friend Terry. What's going on, gentlemen? How are you all doing on this very, I'd say, warm evening tonight?
Warm. It's actually storming over here, but pretty good, pretty good.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
kind of clear over here, but a little chilly, but yeah, otherwise good.
Well, I mean, aren't you guys supposed to have like a giant tidal wave headed your way, Brandon, in Alabama? Like, you have like a giant hurricane gonna hit you or something?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I hadn't heard nothing about the weather, but
And we're also joined by Mr. Tyler from Three Man Broadcast. Hello, Mr. Tyler. How are you?
Hello.
That's all you're gonna hello. Just hello. I'm gonna go back to playing fucking was it Guatemala? What the fuck?
Yeah, guacamole. That's what it's
Guatemala?
called. You got it. You hit it right on the head. It's guacamole.
Guacamole. I don't fucking. I've been watching you play that game, and it's just been like so. But anyways, guys, today we're gonna be talking about.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm just saying it just feels like you're playing like an old school like PlayStation 2 classic. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a next gen game. I mean, the graphics are pretty cool, but I mean, if you like playing old PS2 games, be my guest. Fucking, do you eat Cheetos while you play it too?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the PlayStation 2.
No, there isn't. But like in today's day and age, I mean, you'd be expecting for people like just to play modern games, like But then you got Tyler over here playing like PlayStation 1 games. It's just the worst.
Hey, some of us can be rebels. We don't have to be conformists and convert to the modern gaming master race.
Oh my God, you remind me of like those goth kids from South Park. You just
conformist.
Correct. Like we don't care about the conformists. I wouldn't be surprised if they add Terry as like the new character for South Park when it comes out. He joins the conformist like emo group. He's like the rebel leader, just leads them all into like doom. But anyways, guys, today we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Halloween's coming up, so we're going to be talking about a lot of Halloween-related things, Halloween-related video games, and of course, some Dragon Ball Z as well. So before we get into anything, I just wanted to talk to you guys about did you guys hear about the new Resident Evil Revelations 2 coming out?
I know Resident Evil game.
Well, I mean, how familiar are you guys with like Capcom and Resident Evil?
I mean, I played the original, and like I think I stopped after Resident Evil 2.
Why?
I just it was just getting so out there for me. I'm just like, okay, we've got zombies now. What? Now we just have to keep coming up with monsters and shit. And
well, I mean, they're not really monsters. They're genetically failed experiments.
Monsters.
Genetically failed experiments.
Genetically failed experiments, i.e., monsters. Adding more syllables does not make it different.
All right, you know what? You can just fucking go, okay? You can just go to your fucking walk on over to your window and like just jump. They're genetically modified accidents, of course. I mean, tyrants or whatever. They're all like, all right, like the liquor that was a genetically experiment just gone wrong.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be tested on a rabbit.
Right. But I mean, like after Resident Evil 2, I felt like all right. So okay, you guys have popped your wad on this one. No, come correct with something a little bit different. And it's for me, it's kind of like the Call of Duty franchise. They just rehashed the same thing over and over and over again, and that's just not what I'm about when it comes to gaming.
I mean,
question. What is popping your wad?
They just it felt like they well, I guess a more familiar terminology would be like jumping the shark. They just went all in for me. For me, they just went all in at Resident Evil 2, and I just right after Resident Evil 2, I felt no desire to continue the franchise.
Well, I mean, you may be jumping the shark, but nobody spanks the monkey like the game did. I don't know, man. I mean, all right. You guys played the original for the GameCube?
No,
the remake.
No, I played
Nobody
it
here
on
played the remake.
PlayStation.
What's wrong with you people?
I played it on PlayStation, dude. I went total OG.
All right, well, they're actually remaking the remake, which is kind of weird. It's they're remastering the remake and they're releasing it for the next gens, which is going to be really cool because the Resident Evil 1 remake was like the best remake. Period. It was everything a Resident Evil game was supposed to be about. Now I am not a fan of the movies. I don't know how you guys feel about this.
Oh God, no.
I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, some people might try to defend the movies, but
Resident Evil in name only.
well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing rumors that the only reason why the Resident Evil film was put out for next year was because Mila Jovovich is pregnant, so she can't really continue doing her action-packed stunts and punching zombies in the face. You know how it is. I mean, well, quick question: what are your thoughts on the movie, like the movie franchise as a whole?
It's like I said, it's Resident Evil in name only for me. It has virtually nothing to do with the video gaming franchise.
Well, speaking of that, did you not hear the rumor that Resident Evil 7 might incorporate Alice as a character?
Are they just grasping at straws at this point?
That's like making fucking Broly canon in Dragon Ball Z. They're thinking about if Capcom were to go through with Resident Evil, they're thinking about, from what I've been reading, of course, I don't know how true this is, but they were thinking about making Jake from Resident Evil 6 the main character, and they're thinking about incorporating a character by the name of Alice. So pretty much taking the movie character and making her real, So I don't really know how how some people would feel about that, but because the movie sucks. I'm sorry. Like,
oh yeah,
from 1 to like West Bubblefuck, they're all just bad. I mean, but the only reason why I watch them is because they're so stupid that they're just so fucking enjoyable to watch because it's so dumb. I mean, Halloween's coming up. I would not recommend that to watch, of course, but
no.
Resident Evil Revelations, the first game, was a game that came out a few years ago. It was a Nintendo DS remake, and the remake on actually no, the DS game was so good that they took the DS game and they turned it into a PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 game, and it sold so well because it wasn't about the bullshit that was around surrounding Resident Evil 5 and 6 with all these kick-ass fucking ninja mutants and all this shit, except it was just pure and utter zombies. The T-virus was back. Oh, like a whole bunch. It was a really great story. So now they're making a second one. So I just want to know how you guys felt. And now half of you guys were just like, I stopped at 2. I stopped at 1. I stopped at fucking, I don't even know. Brandon,
I stopped at a demo.
You stopped at a demo?
All I
Why?
played was a demo.
Why?
Cause, hey, you gotta try a game before you play the whole game.
And what demo was this?
Revelation 6, or not Revelation, but a 6.
You played 6 and you didn't like it?
Nope.
Well, I don't blame you. I mean, Brandon, I bought you Resident Evil 6. What did you think about it?
Chris's campaign was good because it had a lot of action. I don't like the whole with that game and like it going to
campaign.
what? Well, that was him and Jake's were like the best ones.
What? Are you fucking high?
I did not
Leon's
like
was
Leo's
the best.
campaign.
Leon had more of a darker story.
I don't care about no dark story. That dark story was boring.
Oh, I forgot. You're like a Michael Bay fan. You like watching all that action-packed explosion shit in a horror.
If it has lasers and robots, it'll be good.
Yeah, you see? It has fucking lasers and talking dick mutant ninjas and fucking... You like that shit, don't you? How could you enjoy the fucking Chris campaign? It was just so much drama.
Because I enjoyed
so much drama. I have to get him. No, Sarge! It's like, what the fuck?
And then the 5th one was good. And then after playing the 5th, and you can go
wait,
to the 6th.
wait, whoa.
But the 5 was good. Don't say it was.
If Sheva was never in the 5th one, then it would have been good.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Sheva?
Sheva fucking ruined it. I hate having a fucking companion. Sheva, yes, Chris. Fucking all this bullshit. Like, you're trying to, there's no way that a man like Chris can grab a woman like Sheva and hoist her up 10 feet in the air with one arm. You remember all the time you used to do missions you had to throw her over. This man would launch that bitch in the air like it was fucking, like it was Goku throwing fucking Yajirobe in the air. It was bullshit. It wasn't possible. So no matter how much steroids he was on, but
that's why they call it a game.
Well, yeah, but realistically speaking, if you were to fucking be in the middle of a mission, you're not gonna stop and throw someone 10 feet in the air for them to.
All right, we're not talking about Battlefield and Resident Evil now.
What? The fuck?
Battlefield.
What the fuck are you talking about, Dave? You lost?
No, you are talking about realism in a game, and Battlefield does that almost.
Battlefield does not incorporate throwing people over your head 10 feet.
Oh, I'm talking about realism. I'm not talking about.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, realistically, and then the enemies would run at you and stop halfway. It was just what's going on here?
That gave you time to shoot.
I'll tell you one game that's gonna be really good though. Silent Hills. I don't know how familiar you guys are with that, but Del Toro, the guy that made Pacific Rim, and Kojima, the actual creator of Metal Gear, are making that game. So,
That's cool.
and you got Daryl from The Walking Dead, who's going to be the main character, and
Norman
that's
Reedus.
awesome.
Norman Reedus.
Which brings
I
me
love
back
him
to
as an actor.
my question that I asked earlier that I told you not to answer. Why did he want to be in the game?
Okay, well, I read that the only reason why he wanted to be in the game was because he's always wanted to be a part of a horror game, but he didn't want to be a part of an unoriginal horror game. He wanted to be a part of a classic. So I think it's a good. I need to ask you guys this, but like I think it's a good idea by adding Hollywood people to come onto the gaming scene and pretty much revamp it in a sense, because you got one of the best games that have ever been made, Metal Gear, the creator of Metal Gear, Kojima, and you have the creator of Pacific Rim and Hellboy, two movies that are really really good visually and just artistically, and now you got those two combining their minds and just making this, and it works. And it's not a third person point of view. It's a first person point of view thing. And I don't know if you guys seen my little walkthrough on it, but it feels like you're in a paranormal activity like situation because you're viewing things like through like the lens of like the actual character yourself. But just the overall atmosphere, it's like you hear babies crying and you hear like this screeching sound and doors are opening and closing and shit is breaking and like you see like these it's really really good, and I'm very impressed. And I'm not a fan of Silent Hills. I mean, I wasn't for a long time because I remember when I was a kid I used to be such a pussy playing the first game. I remember I ran through like a bus and I got so scared I turned off the game and I never played it again. But the best one for me was Downpour. I think Dave can agree with me on that.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts on like all of you? I want to know your thoughts on like horror games, and what are your thoughts on like Hollywood people getting involved? Like, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea? Because remember, Cliff Bleszinski, the creator of Gears of War, has said that the gaming business is dying because there's no fucking originality. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I kind of like that they've been bringing in Hollywood people. I've been noticing like a lot more Hollywood people are being like they're either making cameos in games as like actual characters, like their features and everything, or just the voices and stuff.
Right.
And I think that's a really good thing. I like the video gaming scene has become like a second Hollywood in a sense because video games are now being treated a lot like movies, and you could just seemingly do a lot more with them and a lot, with the interactivity between people and whatnot. And as far as like horror games, like, like the first Resident Evil game, I'll put it this way, like the first Resident Evil game scared the piss out of me. I had to play that game on mute.
Yo, I'm on the same boat as you. I watched the opening cutscene for Resident Evil 2, and that was enough to scar me so much I didn't touch the game for like 6 or 7 years. I remember I turned off my N64 and I was shivering, I was shaking because the opening cutscene at the time I was a kid. That was the first time I played a horror game. Fucking, you see these zombies getting. I was shook. I've never been so scared in my entire life, and I remember I grew balls like in the 7th grade, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking play this game, and I finally played it, and I was like, wow, But I mean, how was your experience with the playing like the first Resident Evil game and it scared you so much?
Well, I mean, like I said, I had to play it on mute because like the music and the atmosphere of that game is just so freaking terrifying, even for its time. And I mean, I think even for today, it still holds up. I mean, yeah, granted, the graphics aren't the greatest thing, when you've played, shit on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 or whatever. But I mean, still, the game, like storyline wise, the atmosphere and everything, it all still holds up all this time later. And like that's an example of a good horror game, a horror game done right. There are several horror games that they kind of like for me they like kind of miss the mark. I've seen a lot of like PC, horror game playthroughs and stuff, and I'm just like, well, the somewhat horror elements are there, but uh, the atmosphere, the execution. It seemed like it was a good idea on paper, but it was faulty in execution.
Mm. So by bringing Hollywood people, you believe that horror games could improve?
I believe by adding anything with any kind of name adds a sense of legitimacy to a certain project and can sometimes it'll sometimes bring people to elevate themselves to bring out their A game a little bit because you've got this VIP kind of person involved in the game now. I mean, it doesn't always work. I mean, there's there's plenty of examples of games on like Xbox that had movie star cameo people, and they didn't work out that well. But there are still games out there with Hollywood cameos that are still really good.
Very interesting. What about you, Brandon? What do you think?
I think it's a great idea that they bring actors into these types of games because I saw the trailer for Silent Hill. Graphics, by the way, I have to give credit. Those were pretty
Yeah,
good.
I don't know what
Stuff
kind of
looks
engine they're
amazing.
using, but it's working.
Like Daryl looked exactly like how he does in real life. Like they had every little detail on his face, like on that character. It was pretty cool how they did that, and I like him as an actor. So him being in that game, I already know it's going to be a great game because he's an amazing actor himself. And what was that other game he was in? That what was it?
Well, Walking Dead. Well, he wasn't Walking Dead, but
Something of survival.
oh,
Uh,
Walking Dead Survival Instincts.
yeah. Well, how was that game? You played that?
It was.
I heard it was absolutely.
It had a lot of potential. Don't get me wrong, but playing the game, it was so repetitive because you had to go through everything over and over and over again. I mean, the execution of the zombies were pretty cool because they don't stop following you. It's like, let's say you're running and you just close the door and you think you're safe. They're gonna break down that door to get you. And like the further, like they will go to any leaps and bounds to get to you. They will try to break windows to come in. They will try to bust down doors. They'll come in. Um, but in terms of like weapon execution and like story, it was mainly just let's get a car, drive halfway across West Bubblefuck. Oh shit, we just ran out of oil. Get more oil. Fucking get more oil by having to fight all these fucking zombies and then get to your other destination and do some bullshit mission where it requires you to find some magical key that opens up nothing and then you find out, oh shit, we have to keep going because it opens nothing. It was just like, fuck.
So in other words, it was Walking Dead: The Fetch Quest.
Pretty much. It was like fucking Lord of the Rings, Walking Dead edition. Yo. But I mean, Silent Hills is gonna be great because I remember when I was a kid, playing that game on the PS1 was just it was terrifying because I remember the first time I walked down the steps and like you heard a bunch of babies and then like you saw them like come at you like and these babies had like no arms, no legs, they had like fucking spider like hands. It was just like what the fuck, what am I playing now? It was just like the most terrifying experience. But I mean, Halloween
Goes
is
back to atmosphere, man.
it
That goes
does.
back to the atmosphere. Once you set the atmosphere, if you can get the tone for the game right, you can terrify like even the most hardened gamer. And that's where like I feel like a lot of horror games, especially lately, have just kind of like they dropped the ball. But I like you, I'm looking forward to Silent Hill because I
That
think they're
game,
gonna do good with it.
let me tell you something. That game is gonna be like after. I mean, Downpour was really good. Downpour was good just for the story. It was very interesting. But the execution of Silent Hills, it makes you wonder. It's like, well, is there more than one Silent Hill? Like, what's going on? It's just like Kojima said that he's been wanting to do a horror game for fucking oh my god a long time, and he said now that he has the opportunity to do so. Not only is he working on Metal Gear Solid 5, but he's working on Silent Hills, and he said that Silent Hills is going to be a game where it's going to be truly one of it, like one of its kind, I guess you could say, like just a game that's going to be a standalone game that every other horror game is going to try to follow up with. But then again, we have The Evil Within coming out, so I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that either, but Evil Within is being made by Shinji Mikami, a guy that made the first four Resident Evil games, and the only reason why he didn't work on 5 and 6 is because he felt like 5 and 6 were just games just to milk the franchise, which he was right. I don't know how you can like it, Brandon, but it's just he was right. I mean, sometimes certain companies they milk the franchise for as much as they have or can before it should.
Paranormal Activity. Come
Well, well, I
on,
mean, all right.
beating
So
a dead
what about
horse.
Saw?
They're beating a dead horse at this point. Come on.
What about
Oh,
Saw?
we could have gotten away with 2 movies. We're on what, 6 now?
No, 5.
Okay, 5.
All
Still,
right, but look at
we could
Saw.
have gotten
Saw
away
went
with
all the way
two
to
movies.
8, and Saw
Oh
was the
yeah,
same
Saw.
shit.
There's a franchise that just beat the horse completely to death and drug its mangled remains through the streets.
You guys want to watch another movie where somebody gets kidnapped? You have to try to fucking remove a controller out of your ass without setting off a
It's
bomb.
just a torture movie. It's all they do is torture people.
Well, the same thing can be said about Hostel.
I want to make the same movie over and over again and see how many of you dipshits come and see it.
I want to play a game. Remove the controller from your ass without detonating the bomb. Like, what? The fuck?
I'll try.
I mean, I mean, Paranormal Activity. What is it? 5, I believe, is gonna come out next year because they're working on a story to tie in with everything. And yes, the director said that after 5 there will be a 6. But
Ugh.
what can you do? I mean, horror movies these days. What do you feel like they're missing? Because I feel like the only horror movie as of recent that I've watched that really took it upon me was The Conjuring. Aside from that, everything else was just.
Originality. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
All right, all right.
originality.
You're
You
saying
hit the nail.
originality. What is original? Nothing's original anymore.
Because okay, instead of using like, oh, let's use CGI to make this scary, but actually have something that's like just looks creepy.
No, but
Just have that.
they did that with Insidious 2.
I mean,
See,
still
I
though,
didn't
it's
see
like
that one.
a lot of movies don't actually scare you though. You kind of just like jump, but it's not like, oh
But
my
think
god.
about that for a minute. Are you really going in there to be scared, or are you going in there to be creeped
Hell
out?
yeah.
Because a lot of Hollywood directors say that if you really want to be creeped out, cover your ears and not your eyes. Because, like Malik said, it's the atmosphere, it's the music and the tension that really scares you. I don't think not so much the movie itself. It's not so much visually what you see. It's more about what you hear, I think. And I think that's what made Paranormal Activity 1 a little creepy for me because it's
Right.
all this shit that you would hear, not see.
Well, see, that was the thing. Paranormal Activity 1 was old school horror.
Yeah.
It's what you don't see that scares you.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job with it. And then, but now they're just dragging it through the mud, and you know what to expect. So now it's just, oh, we got to go for bigger and bigger scares. We got to have bigger and bigger moments, bigger and bigger paranormal, stuff. It's got to lift all the furniture in the house, not just the couch. They're doing that kind of stuff. It's just like with the reboots. When they rebooted Halloween or they rebooted,
Oh, don't ever
Jason.
speak about that. Oh, God.
It's either it's all reboots or it's all stuff we've all seen over again. Paranormal Activity, the very first one, was the first horror movie that I've seen in a while, besides the first Insidious movie, that actually gave me a sense of like dread and creeped me out.
Okay. I mean, but how would you do Paranormal Activity differently then?
Leave it alone and don't do Paranormal Activity. It's
So you-
already been done. Move along.
So you would have one film and move on, or two?
One, maybe two. I mean, I even though as much as I love Freddy and Jason, I think, having 13 sequels to Halloween or 13 sequels to Friday the 13th or 13 sequels to, Nightmare on Elm Street, I think that's just kind of overdoing it a little bit. It
Well,
seems like they find something that works and then they're just like, ride the gravy train until nobody comes and sees the movie anymore.
well, they're spanking
might
the
as well
monkey
make-
because they're companies. So
They might as well just make a TV series out of it then if it's that way.
Right.
About how successful are TV shows these days that can actually pull it off? I mean, like for example, they did the Halo TV series that really didn't do as good. They try. I think they're gonna do Evil Dead. I'm really looking forward to that because they're gonna have Bruce Campbell, the main guy, Ash, in the series. But then again, how well is that gonna work out? So let's say, for example, they did do a TV show about Friday the 13th or fucking Halloween. I think that right there would ruin the franchise because it would circulate around these bunch of fucking kids or people that are just gonna get so stale afterwards. It's just like you
Well, Freddy
watch.
versus Jason already ruined the franchise, so
Well,
the
Freddy versus
TV show
Jason,
doesn't have to worry about that.
I think it wasn't as bad as people say it was. It could have been worse. You know that,
It
right?
wasn't as bad, but like I've read like the original draft scripts of it that were like so much better, and then when I get what we get served on the big screen, I'm like, this is the fucking Finoke you sent to steal my money. What the hell?
But then again, their original ending was to have a giant hand pull them down to hell, right? So.
So they were gonna rehash the ending that they did in Jason Goes to Hell.
Well, I mean, that was the original ending. Was they were gonna fight, and then Satan's hand was supposed to just like come up off the ground like a giant hand, grabs them both and pulls them to hell. And then if you go back and you watch what the director said, they were gonna showcase a brief moment in hell while Jason and Freddy are fighting with all these demons around them and fire and brimstone and just like watching. It was just like some crazy shit. But then again, like it's just like you know, you either had that or you had Jason emerging from the water holding Freddy's head. So it's like, which one would you go with?
Right.
I mean, having that giant hand come out would just seem so fucking cheesy. It's like, oh look, it's Satan's hand. Oh look, they're fighting in hell at the end. Whereas opposed to like the original ending, when I first saw Jason come out the water, I was like, oh shit, he fucking won. Wait a minute, and then Freddy blinked. I was like, oh wait, no, Freddy won. Wait, what the fuck is going on? It's just like you wouldn't really know who won at first because people were saying that it was Freddy's dream. People were saying that Jason actually pulled him into reality and he was still alive. You know, I just a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I don't know. Like this Halloween, we're supposed to have Annabelle coming out, which is a prequel to The Conjuring, and we're supposed to have Ouija coming out, and that's pretty much like playing the Ouija board. So I don't know. I mean, I think Annabelle is going to be a good film because it surrounds this real story of the Warren investigations, where this doll was reported to have had so much demonic activity around it that people died. People were just, oh man, like the story's really deep.
Is that where they put a doll in like a cabinet or something? And
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Do you remember that doll they had in the cabin? That was Annabelle.
okay.
There
And
was a lot of rumors going around that they actually used the actual Annabelle doll in that movie, which was like just the rumor that that was even possible was like freaky as shit.
are you serious?
It was a rumor that was going around. My girl was telling me about it, and it like really freaked her out. She didn't even want to watch the trailers for fear that like the doll, if it was the real one, would like curse her just by
Well,
like staring
no,
at
no,
it.
no. The Annabelle doll that's shown in the trailer in the movie is not the actual like doll. Like the real Annabelle doll is like the old classic Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't see how they would be able to use that. But I mean, I'm saying that the doll that they're using now is much terrifying looking than the old one. But
It kind of reminds me of those the ventriloquist dummies from Dead
oh
Silence.
god, yeah, I remember that. Well, you know, like that's what I'm saying. Halloween, I don't know about you guys, but Halloween for me isn't as exciting. Well, it is exciting in a sense sometimes, but it's not as exciting as when you were a kid, when you were really looking forward to all these things. Like I remember when I was a
Maybe
kid.
because you're older now.
Oh no, it's not just that, but all the young kids today, they seem to fucking have a ball. Like they're
Well,
saying all the movies that we say suck, they look at you and they're like, you guys are fucking crazy. These movies are awesome.
Well, that's
one
because we're
thing
the old codgers now.
Eh.
One thing I will say, I don't care what any of these other movies or that are coming out today or this year, but Courage Cowardly Dog has always been the most scariest show I've ever seen. The
Courage
most
the
creepiest
Cowardly
thing.
Dog.
Yes, that was the most creepiest thing
That
I've ever
show does
seen.
have some disturbing shit going on.
Actually, I will agree because there were certain times where like the music and like the atmosphere was just like, what the fuck is
'Cause
going
I'll
on?
watch that and be afraid to go to sleep at night sometimes. I'm
Right.
like, can that actually happen? Am I gonna dream like some certain thing? I'm just like, is that
Now, do
really?
you know all that was actually the dog's imagination,
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
actually
and all
read
that
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 shit somewhere.
happened was he was actually imagining that or some shit like that. Everything within there was something in his imagination that was going on.
That's
So
a fucking wild imagination, then.
Dude, I'm telling you that show was disturbing. Even learning like the truth behind the actual show is it's just disturbing. That's disturbing in itself. That man, they basically said that those two people died, and then the whole rest of the seasons has just been encourages imagination, his wild imagination. That's sad.
I mean, Courage. It was one of my favorite shows just because of the atmosphere. I love the way like it would pertain like this fucking dog that was just like it was really cool. I liked it, but today's day and age we won't really have stuff like that because I don't know. I guess you could say like
Well, for me, like the problem with Halloween, I was talking about this with a couple of my buddies in another podcast a couple of years ago, is that they seem to. It seems like parents today are like cutesifying Halloween. They're making it too kiddie friendly, and when I was growing up, Halloween was all about it was all about scary costumes and scaring the shit out of people and everything. Now, well, you can't have too scary a costume. We don't want to hurt little Timmy's feelings. If you wear too scary a costume, he's not going to want to go trick or treating. We can't do that. No, no, you cannot wear blood on that costume. Don't you dare. where that goes.
Yeah, it really is like fucking. It's become like a family-oriented like holiday now. It's just
Yeah,
like
screw that. Give me blood. Give me machetes.
I know,
want
I
scary
agree,
shit
but
walking through the freaking
then again, they're
streets.
doing that. They're doing that not just for like certain things, but they're doing it for wrestling. They're doing it for certain video games. They're trying to fucking get a ban on that. I remember a couple days ago, I was reading something on Yahoo where Congress wants to pass this new law for what is it? People got to be like over 21 now to like buy rated M games because of the amount of violence and gore that's in certain video games.
Well, maybe if parents would actually like do their fucking jobs and not buy their 13-year-old kid Grand Theft Auto 5, we wouldn't have this kind of shit going.
Well, I mean, yeah, you are right, but I was reading that and I was just like,
It's never a parenting problem. Oh, fucking no.
That's I mean that's
and
the only way certain people get it. I mean, it's not like the kid can go get it unless he's underage.
but then again,
Right.
I mean, we're seeming like hypocrites too because when we were all kids, how many times did we ask our parents to get us?
Yeah,
Like,
but you don't see us reacting like, oh, I gotta go shoot somebody because it's in the game.
well, I
gotta
mean,
go.
people don't do that these days, but they have like a much crazier imagination than we did, I guess you could say, because now
But I
they're
mean,
really
it's like I said, it's still, it goes back to the parenting. Like, Alex, you play Call of Duty.
yeah,
How many times are you on Call of Duty online and and you're getting told that you're gonna get your face raped by an 8-year-old kid?
all the time.
Right. All right. So that's that 8-year-old kid's parents' fault for letting that 8-year-old kid get online with that rated M game and talk shit to you. I got talked shit to by a freaking kid in Germany.
Oh
The
yeah,
first time
I
I
had
played
some
Call of
fucking
Duty, I got my
Scotland
ass
kids that
handed to me by this little German kid speaking words that I don't even know. And at the very end, he goes, "You lose." I was like, "Yeah, you fucking Nazi, shut up."
Yeah, I remember I got remember that time we had a clan match. It was against like Dutchland people. Like what Dutchland, like what the fuck is what the fuck? It's really funny because I've gotten into so many fucking arguments with like Dominicans on Call of Duty 4. Like you'd be fucking playing and they would fucking have their mic all up in their face like coño la puta la si la madera 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 nosotros así la puta marico. It was like wow, you guys are nuts. But like here's the thing, they're turning a lot of things today into a more family friendly thing because they see where the market is, and in today's day and age they're really trying to gun for these fucking kids because when you have a kid nagging his parents for something, the parents are going to get it eventually. So I mean, I guess you
Well,
could
they
say the
can't
same thing
shove
with
cigarettes down the kids' throats in advertisements anymore, so now we got to shove video games down their throat.
well, it's not just that. I mean, look at wrestling, PG. Look at certain video games. They're trying to fucking add a ban to that. Certain
You remember when PG-13 movies were awesome?
yeah, and now PG-13.
Look at Ghostbusters.
Oh,
The
thank
original Ghostbusters movie had smoking. It
thank you.
had ghost head, all this other crap.
Thank you for reminding me.
Right.
World War Z. How many people saw that?
I've
Yeah,
been
so-
meaning to watch it on Netflix.
It's a PG-13 film with no blood, no cursing, no fucking violence. They don't show shit, and it was like, dude, World War Z, the fucking be all end all of a zombie apocalypse, and you're not gonna showcase all the good parts.
Brad Pitt.
I've watched 28 Weeks Later. I've watched fucking The Horde. I've watched a lot of zombie films, and they all had their fair share of violence. But this film, it was like Brad Pitt would like fucking duct tape a magazine to his forearm, and he would like fucking roaring elbow start fucking elbowing zombies in the face, and they would go down. It was like, what the fuck is this? What is this? Like what is this that I'm watching right now? I don't know. I mean, perfect example, Dave. You have many opportunities to go to the movies, and sometimes you don't.
Not anymore. I did.
I'm sure you've watched horror films, right? So, give me your take
Yeah.
on like what horror needs to just revamp itself because the video game business they're trying to revamp it by adding different things like Hollywood people. Evil Within is going to be an original classic. So, what do you
Why are
think?
asking me this? Because I don't really watch that many horror films. I mean, I don't mind watching them, and I like watching some of them, but I don't really watch that many.
Why?
I just don't really watch that many.
Does that appeal to you or something?
What horror films are they supposed to appeal to me?
I mean, they should. I mean, everybody likes their fair share of a good amount of horror films. So
Okay, I watch horror films, but I don't watch them. I don't like watch every new horror film.
I mean,
Like,
I'm sure you don't just go out. What's the next horror movie? But
I don't mind watching them, and I like watching some of them because they're actually pretty good and they actually have the horror in it.
Like what? Like what?
Um, last horror one that I watched that I was actually a little bit scared was The Conjuring. I do
Thank
believe.
you. That was a very fucking freaky ass
Yes,
film.
it was.
I don't know, man. And now you have
And then like after I watched The Conjuring, I went and watched The Evil Dead, which I didn't really like. The
no
Evil.
Evil. What, you didn't like Evil Dead?
I didn't like it at all.
What? Why?
It just didn't really like. It wasn't as like once you watch something that's scary and then you go to something that's really not that scary.
Well,
Did
Evil
you watch
Dead.
the original?
No, I didn't watch the original.
No, I'm
People
sorry.
tell me
Oh
to
my
watch
God,
the
no!
original.
You don't even exist in this conversation anymore if
Fuck
you've never
you.
seen the original Evil Dead.
Fuck you.
Well,
Oh
the
my
original.
God!
The
How
original
can
was
you
more
even
of
sit
like.
here and talk about original horror movies if you've
I
never
wasn't.
seen
Oh my god! I
Evil
wasn't
Dead?
talking about the
Oh my
original Evil Dead.
God!
Shit.
Well,
I'm
the original Evil
offended,
Dead.
sir. Wolf down the non-believer.
We got to convert Dave, Brandon. We got to strap him down to a chair and like make him watch the classics.
alrighty then.
He probably emerged trying
You
to.
don't even have to strap me down to a chair. I'll just sit there and fucking watch it.
All right, wait. Have you ever seen John Carpenter's original Halloween? Oh God,
It
he's
either comes out a straight right now. I'm gonna say no because it either comes out a straight yes or
I
or
was trying to think of the fucking movie, you
the
asshole.
original Thing.
Fuck it.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
Nope.
Oh my God!
wait. What about the original Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yes.
Which one?
I think the first one. I think that's the only one we have actually.
Friday
What about what was it? Hellraiser.
Nope.
Oh, I'm offended, sir. I'm thoroughly offended right now.
We have a non-believer in the conversation.
Okay, y'all have to think. When I was a little kid, from like when I was born to like 10 years old, I hated horror films.
He was stuck watching.
Dude, I couldn't even watch fucking Jeepers Creepers without like literally staying up for like 3 days.
Man, I still remember to this day the first horror movie I watched and how old I was when I watched it.
Which was?
The Hills Have Eyes at 3 a.m. when I was 4 years old.
My first horror film was It the Clown, and I
Oh
remember.
God, dude, that fucking clown was. Ugh.
Do you want a balloon? I was like, no, nigga, get out of here, fucking.
We all float down.
They all float. I was like, no, they fucking don't. Get away, clown.
No, they fucking don't.
Oh my god, man. No, what really ruined it for me was it was a giant alien spider.
What are you gonna do?
That
It's Stephen
I
King.
I wanted to like fucking kill someone. I wanted to
Dude.
like skin a raccoon. I was
Dude,
so angry.
this is Stephen King we're talking about. This guy writes books about lamp monsters, so
No, he really fucking does. Oh, on a dark and shadowy night, an evil lamp monster came. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's gonna get terrified of a lamp monster? It's like, I am the evil lamp. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna go to bed.
he's
I'm
gonna
fucking-
shine the light on horror, bro.
Ah, man. It's really crazy. You know what I've always wanted as a kid? I've always wanted like special Halloween episodes for certain shows. Like I remember we used to have Treehouse of Horror, which was my favorite.
Dude, Invader Zim, bro.
Yes,
the Invader
we
Zim
also had
Halloween
the,
special. Hell yeah.
we also had the South Park Halloween specials. I've always wanted to see, and I think it would be very fitting to have a Dragon Ball Z Halloween special where Goku dresses up. Everybody dresses up except for Vegeta, and he's like, "What the fuck? You guys are all dumb." Because you know how Goku just loves to fucking indulge in food. It's like he can get into like an argument with somebody over food, like just candy. I don't know, just like I think it'll make sense. You know, like instead of dressing up in like certain like costumes, whatever, somebody can be wearing like for example, somehow they forced Piccolo to wear like Saiyan armor. You got fucking
Dude, I could totally see the what do you call it? The I think they had the Halloween special for them from Team 4-Star where everybody was dressing up and Piccolo was dressed up as Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and they're like,
Yeah.
"Why would you dress up like that?"
You know what I mean? Like that would be so awesome. I've always wanted that as a kid. I was like, how awesome would it be if they just started fighting over candy. It was just like you see
Mr.
fucking
Popo dressed up as Cloverfield and destroyed New York.
yeah. Who would Goku dress up as? Who do you think?
Goku dressed up as Luffy.
I don't know. Just like I'm trying to think. Who would
They
Goku
did
dress
it.
up as?
They did it. Goku dressed up like Luffy. Krillin dressed up like Koenma Jr. Like I said, Piccolo was dressed up as Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oolong dressed up like Sailor Moon.
But I'm saying like in the TV show, like if it actually existed,
Oh God, I have no idea. Like
these dudes.
I think that Dragon Ball is like so far removed from like traditional Halloween that like it would be funny to see it, but I
could
couldn't
have
even
swore
fathom.
I could have swore they had like an episode where they mentioned some sort of like I don't know if it's holiday or something, but I can't seem to remember. It was like
I'd love to see like Goku try to spike his hair like Vegeta and dress up in Saiyan armor.
oh, that would be so funny. It's like, hey, look, I'm Vegeta. It's like Goku and fucking
My Bulma.
my boom. Shut the fuck up, Kakarot. Oh my god, man. Are me and Terry the only ones that saw Battle of Gods in this party?
Yeah.
You guys you suck, Brandon God. Why?
Go buy me the DVD or something.
You have to watch it. It's something that you haven't experienced in a long time. I haven't experienced anything like that since I saw.
I'm not even gonna open my mouth because I'm not piss somebody else off in this party.
No, say it. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is a podcast. You got to speak. Go ahead.
No, because if I say it, I know I'm gonna somebody's gonna go off.
Go ahead, Daddy.
Say it, you pussy.
Oh.
Okay, I've never really played Dragon Ball Z, so I have no idea what the fuck y'all are talking
All
about.
right, we can now just cease to shun
Exactly.
Davey for the
There's
rest
my
of the
point.
podcast.
There's my point.
We now shun Davey for the rest of the podcast. Ryan, Alex, what did you guys think of the movie?
I don't know. You guys want to like banish him to like the fucking the ninth circle of hell?
I'm banishing him to the Shadow Realm right now.
I mean,
The tentacle monsters are especially friendly, and you can practically feel your soul wasting away into nothing.
Oh, that's good for me.
yeah, the fucking Kraken touching your asshole. It's like, what's going on? What's going on back there?
Alex, you would want a crack and touching your asshole.
I mean, I'm not the one
Kraken in
getting
the
banished
crack.
to the ninth fucking circle of hell, Dave.
Oh well.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Just Halloween's a very now. You guys earlier were talking about Assassin's Creed Unity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you plan on getting that? Do you plan on getting that? I want to know that question.
Okay. I will say this. Assassin's Creed Unity looks very interesting. Am I gonna get it?
I mean, it's okay to say no. Everybody looking for you to say yeah. But...
No, I mean I'm contemplating because Black Flag. Although it was all right. It wasn't like anything mind blowing.
Oh. I'm playing that right now, and this game is very interesting. You had to be, I mean, I guess you have to be really into the story to actually enjoy it.
No, that's what I'm saying. The story's very interesting, but the gameplay just seems a little repetitive, don't you think? Multiplayer, I think, just isn't all there.
Well, since
Yeah,
we were
that's what
talking about the Kraken, what about Evolve?
Oh boy. Oh,
I'm-
well, again, that
I'm all over Evolve, like fucking white on rice, bro.
well, sometimes rice is brown.
Don't question my logic, Alex.
I'm just saying, man. You say white on rice, and sometimes rice is brown.
I will be on you like white on rice on a glass of milk in a paper cup in a snowstorm.
Why you giggle when you say that, Dave? Huh?
What?
When he said brown rice, rice is sometimes brown. Why'd you giggle at that?
No reason.
Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna make a Chinese food reference again?
Yeah, that's what he was gonna do.
I thought he was gonna say something about me being brown and my last name being Rice, but
that had nothing to do with anything.
I was just saying.
Do me a favor. Like, leave your room and come back. You have to baptize yourself by leaving and coming back.
Baptized.
Just do it. Anyways, back to Evolve. Evolve. I really hope all of you guys get it because I am. That game is oof.
I'm psyched about it, dude.
I think the Kraken isn't as OP'd as the
Goliath.
Yeah, the Goliath, because the Goliath seems like you can. Well, I mean, not do more, but it seems like you can withstand a lot more. Whereas opposed to the Kraken, it's just like it's a very good concept, but I just felt like after watching all of the the gameplays and whatnot, I was just like, this dude's getting fucking damaged a lot. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
what's the
all the monsters couldn't be just like, totally tank OP beasts.
well, yeah, but
They had
when
to
you have
break
four
it up.
guys, when you have four guys blasting you to hell, it's like, how else are you supposed to fucking retaliate? Then again, I mean, what's the third monster again? Did they even announce it?
I don't think they announced it. The only ones I knew of were the Goliath and the Kraken so far.
That'll be all. I can't wait, man. I mean, there isn't any story to it, right?
I mean, besides the general story that's been set up, the humans are four bounty hunter kind of people, and the monster is just trying to get them off the planet. I think it's like Avatar, except with less blue Native Americans.
What?
Dude, come on! Avatar was totally Dances with Wolves on another planet.
Well, Avatar was basically a bunch of blue meanies. Well,
It was Dances with Wolves, Alex.
fucking, I never seen Dances with Wolves.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's one film I didn't see it, right?
I am.
Dave
How
missed
am I?
out. He missed out on the 80s and the 90s. Okay, you can't say nothing to me.
I was born in the 90s, you dick.
And you missed out. While you were in the 90s, you're supposed to watch 80s.
No one gives
I
a
was
fuck
born
about
in
you.
the 80s.
Damn.
You old, my nigga.
Yes, I am. Am I the oldest one in this podcast?
Yes.
Perhaps.
How old? Let's go around the horn. Alex,
9,000.
you are not
He's
9,000.
21?
I'm 22.
21, 22.
Yeah, you're 21, don't lie.
Brandon.
I'm 19. I'll be 20 in December.
Oh my god.
Dave.
And I'm about to turn 18.
Oh, right. Dave's birthday's like next week.
Of course, this man always fucking forgets shit.
And now for the golden horse, Terry.
Oh my god, I feel so old.
Because you
I'm
probably
30.
You're
Holy
what?
shit.
I'm 30.
I thought he said he was 40. I was like,
I thought he said he was
called that. I
42.
said 30.
that's not bad. I mean, you're making it seem like 30's like, whoa, what the fuck?
That's what my girl says. She's like, I can't believe I'm dating an old man.
Well, then you ought to give her the big boot and like black.
Hell no,
slam.
dude. 10 years strong.
Well, 10
Give
years
it
strong, and you haven't black hole slam her through a table.
Hey, I might have black hole
act like
slammed
an
her. It
old
just
man?
wasn't
That's the
through the
next
table.
Oh man, I mean that's not really. But Dave, you still missed out on the classics, man. Have you seen Scarface?
Nope.
What?
Ugh.
What?
I don't care if it was De Palma's third best film. Davey, we need to make a list of movies for this guy to watch and just like sit him down and culture him.
Hang on, man. So is this also going to be like the list of Dragon Ball Z episodes we need to watch that never happened?
No.
So
First,
please
we
go
gotta
ahead.
do movies, then we move on to Dragon Ball.
All right, wait, hold on. Did you ever see The Godfather?
Nope.
Oh my god!
What else? What else? Brandon, help me out on this.
Casablanca?
Okay, this is something that you should at least skimmed over. You've seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right?
Yes, I've watched several episodes of that actually.
Did you ever watch Chucky?
Yes, actually, I have watched Chucky.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry.
I've watched Chucky. I watched the Seed of Chucky, and I think I watched the second one. I'm not sure about the second one though.
Oh my God, you're still.
So wait, did you watch the Child's Play movies or just the ones that are like Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky?
I watched the first Chucky, whichever one it was, and I've also watched
The one that came
Chucky.
out in the 80s?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only 80s movie I think I've seen, actually.
Oh my god.
Okay, have you ever seen Dawn of the Dead?
Yes.
Which one?
I don't know now.
What was it? Was it old and gritty or
The one with it's either the one with Ving Rhames or the one with not Ving Rhames.
If you're saying somebody's fucking character, you really think I know a character?
Ving Rhames is the
Actor.
big black dude who is not Ice Cube.
Then no.
Okay.
God damn. I'm getting fucking quizzed over here.
Damn right, because you're a 90s baby.
You're a poor, uncultured swine.
Right, I am.
Oh, I mean, Brandon, have you seen any of these classic movies?
If
Oh
I
God,
have,
wait, he
what?
just
What? I'm just saying, if I have, I probably forgot because I was too young to remember.
that's a load of
start on him.
shit.
Please start on him.
It's a load of shit.
What you talking about?
I
He's
know
innocent,
Alex
Dave
has,
alone.
but have either of you seen the original Ninja Turtles movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we're not okay. We're not batting a total loss over here.
I remember watching that.
I still
You
have the
remember
fucking
watching that, but you
VHS
can't
set,
remember
so.
these other movies we talked about.
I remember I actually went far back in time, and I remember I tried to watch some '70s stuff, and it really wasn't working out. I was like, God, some of this shit is
I
just
think
so.
the 1970s is a genre of film where we can all just kind of skip over.
I was just like, yeah. And then I went into the '80s, and it was nothing but like crack, sex, rock and roll, cocaine, and then we went on to the '90s, which was like fucking boom, bam, Lethal Weapon, fucking Freddy Krueger in your face.
Terminator.
Oh, and then now we have today's shit, Paranormal Activity, fucking Resident Evil. But I mean, on the flip side, we have the new Dragon Ball Z movie coming out, eh?
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
What about your thoughts on there being an evil Goku?
Well,
I'm hearing
one,
that a lot. I'm just like, because the wish is supposed to be that Goku wishes to fight someone similar to
yeah, that
himself.
article is totally a fake.
It was.
Yeah, there's no sources indicating any kind of factual. It's just like the article that we got when Battle of Gods was first coming out, that Whis was a good god that was higher than the Kaioshin, and that
We pretty much
Beerus
is, don't you think?
Well, yeah, but then they were going to say that Beerus was a rogue god that beat Whis, and Whis was coming to Goku for help.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
that was
I
that was
remember like,
another one of the big rumors, or that there was like 6 different rumors after we got Whis and Beerus confirmed. So yeah, I mean, to be
because
perfectly
I
honest,
remember looking up articles, and they all said Goku's gonna make a wish, and one of
yeah,
them was like,
that part is confirmed, is that Goku is
oh,
going
yeah,
to
he's gonna make the wish, but I heard so many different things. I read one where he wishes back Frieza, and all he wants to do is ask him one question, and Frieza he just fucking does not want to answer. He wants to fight, and then I think they
and
fight.
it wouldn't be a fight at all because
It would
there's
not be a fucking.
yeah.
Well, I mean, and then there was another one where I read that Goku asks to find the Super Saiyan God, and Shenron.
Now, see, those particular ones where he's wishing back people, or, like he wants to wish back the first Super Saiyan God, or he wants to wish back Bardock, that can't be done by Shenron. Shenron has a 1-year limit on who he can wish back to life.
Because and then we have evil Goku. All he did was like he asked Shenron, "I wish to fight someone similar to myself," and Shenron goes, "Well, I'm gonna make you a wish. It's gonna be you, but it's pretty much gonna be an
Because we're
alternative
totally
version."
watching Blaze Jakar's Dragon Ball AF.
I was just like, oh, I get. I mean, and then there was another one where Goku. I mean, he's kind of overpowered by the evil version of himself, so he kind of finds an upgraded version to Super Saiyan God. I mean, because by now he's kind of used to it. It's been like what, 3 years, but that also threw me off. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
Vegeta? Vegeta's supposed to be the main character. And what
Yeah,
about
if you
Beerus
look
and
through
Whis?
that
Are they gonna
whole
just like sit
article,
back?
if you look through that whole article, there's not one cited source.
No, I kind of figured. I was just like, well, it is a rumor right now because I remember the original rumor for Battle of Gods was what was it? Vegeta's supposed to turn Super Saiyan 3 or whatever. That was back in like fucking.
Yeah, there was originally supposed to be what, 3
I
Super
think that would have
Saiyan
been
3s.
awesome. I think we're all waiting for that, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. But
Yeah, we were supposed to get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, I think.
no way. I didn't hear that one.
That was
I heard
all from back
Gogeta.
in the original Battle of Gods rumors.
I heard Gogeta and I heard Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but I didn't hear about any of that shit. I mean, for all we know, we might get a giant pudding monster that's gonna invade. I don't know. Yeah, Beerus, where is he? It's like, oh, we found your pudding,
Beerus
dude.
would eat the pudding monster.
That would be really cool.
He
It's
got
not even. It's not about punching and kicking and blasting. It's all about trying to grab the dude and eat him alive. Like, just imagine that right now, right? You have a giant pudding monster, like a giant pudding monster the size of like Janemba's first form, and then you have Beerus, a fucking purple rabbit, and he's latching onto this thing, like just trying to eat him alive, and Goku's just like, watching, like, what the fuck is going on?
Goku wouldn't watch. If it was pudding, he'd be eating that bitch too.
Hey, Vegeta.
Against Goku and Beerus, Pudding has no chance.
Wait. Like, what if the pudding transformed into like a fucking
Fudge.
like
Oh,
fudge?
oh God! God forbid it transforms into fudge.
Oh my god, I can see that right now. It's like King Kai's like, Goku, you gotta stop Beerus. He's attacking someone or whatever. Goku soldiers up. He's like, what are you doing? Whoa, pudding. Vegeta, stay there. I'll be right back. He just tries to like, he just jumps on this fucking thing. It's just like, it's like we're already watching live cannibalism. It's, and then everybody in theaters will go to ape shit because I mean I certainly would. I fucking eat them alive. But I don't know, just like this.
As far as the new movie, we really aren't going to know anything for sure unless we get like a specific article.
He wanted to spill
like-
the damn beans in July. He
I
wanted
know
to.
he did.
Fucking
But if
everybody
you
else-
really want to know like the most up to date information, you gotta like stay on like Ken Zenshu.
Yeah.
Because those guys like less than a minute after that news hits, it'll be up on Ken Zenshu in the news.
I don't know, man.
You know, you got to stay on Ken Zenshu because that has all the legit information. It weeds out all the rumor and goes straight for fact.
But that's the thing though. It's like the question is when are they going to go and announce any information? Because I understand they're trying to hold it back because I mean that's a lot of information coming out, especially with the game. So it's like you have to keep a balance. It's like, do you rather want to hype up the game or do you want to hype up the movie? It's like there's two different like Dragon Ball Z things just coming at you at one time. So it's like
Right.
what can they do? So I noticed that they're doing a lot more Xenoverse than they are movie because they announced the character creation, they announced fucking oh man, a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like
Your
wow.
character creator, I will admit, looks like it's been taking a step in the right direction. But
No, it is, and they're copying
my
Dragon Ball
thumb
Online.
is being held sideways, waiting to be put up or down when I play that game.
What about you, Dave? Are you gonna buy Xenoverse?
Nope.
Why?
If I haven't played a fucking Dragon Ball Z game or even watched it, yes, I played the demo before Brandon opens his fat ass mouth. There's no point for me to get it.
Why?
There's no point. I won't know shit about it. Oh, hey guys, hey, I'm joining you. Oh, wait, I don't know shit.
But you get to experience the awesomeness.
I don't give a damn.
That is Dragon Ball Z.
Yes,
That's
Dave.
just like, okay, that's just like Brandon asked me if I'm getting a Naruto game. No.
Well, that's just like you asked me if I'm getting a Need for Speed game. Why would I get that just
Alright,
to
then.
use it?
Everybody knows what you're not getting and what I'm not
I'm
getting.
just saying when you said if you and Tyler got it, I should get it. Why would I get that just to film on it, even though I wouldn't play it in my spare time? That'd be kind of a waste of my money, don't you think?
Oh, you know you would like it.
I don't think.
Oh, yeah, you would. I'm pretty sure you would.
They tried to tell me that about Need for Speed, and I was just like,
I'm
no.
not talking about none of the newer Need for Speeds.
But let's get back to a more pressing matter here because we never really touched base on it. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, Alex, if you were to get this game, who would you choose to help you throughout missions? Because there is going to be like a co-op thing. That's the whole point of the Unity
Oh,
name.
damn.
So there will be lots of co-op going on. But who would you think would make the best coordination for a four-man team on that game?
In terms of who?
In terms of whoever you think would be a good match, who has Xbox right now that you could
I've
use.
got
Well,
360.
If any of my subscribers want to play, I'm down. But in terms of you guys, as far as I know, it's just you and Dave getting the game, no?
Well, Dave can't get it unless he has an Xbox.
Well, then who else do you think I'm gonna say?
You can say Tyler's, Spencer. I mean, but the thing is, you don't seem like the best person for help.
That's because I go in there, no cups, no fucking armor. I go in there butt raw, and I will fucking.
Yeah, you don't know much about how to be stealth. You like
Man,
running
fuck
and
being stealthy. That's all that fucking modern age pussy shit. You
Brandon,
go in there,
he's just like my
That's
brother.
that shows.
His approach is just run in head first, guns blazing, getting his friend shot in the ass, and then we've got to cover
likes
for
the friendly
him
fire, too.
when he goes down. He's like, "Pick me up."
Well,
pick
that's
me up,
another
heal
good
me,
thing
heal
about
me."
Unity. One person can go down, you can probably just leave their ass and just keep going.
and that's the thing. I'll go in there, guns blazing, shot, just fucking
Why would you
shoot.
not want to be stealth and see how good coordination could be between?
Oh
you
my
and-
god, a bunch of men wearing robes and with,
Yeah,
with some fucking dirty sandals trying to be stealthy. Get the Fuck out of here with that shit.
Now, see, I played the original Assassin's Creed games when my brother was playing them. My brother was just like Alex. He has to run in headfirst, guns blazing, and kill everything. And then I went in and was like, did the stealthy approach, actually like completed the shit. And he's like, oh, this is so fucking boring. I'm like, dude, this is the point of the fucking game.
And Alex likes a friendly fight. He thinks it's funny to be killing his own teammates.
Well, I mean, you want to be the neighborhood counselor. Excuse me, sir. Are you hurt? Let me go ahead and bandage you up.
I mean,
no, bitch. I'm gonna pull a
I'm
Bane on your
glad.
ass. Do you think you nearly adapted the dark?
I'm glad.
I was born in it.
It's gonna be
Older
interesting to
Did
see
by
you or play Destiny with you because I mean, there's a good thing. There's no friendly fire because you'd be killing me and Tyler left and right.
I
But
didn't play Assassin's Creed until I was nearly a man, and even by then, it was nothing more to me than blinding. Just fucking start ripping people's heads off. Start fucking.
we're gonna see how well you run and gun on Destiny.
I'm making it fucking clear right now. Go in there, kill everything, fucking get downed if I have.
You remember the beta? You remember the beta? You remember?
So what? That's because what did I do during that beta? I went into that fucking pit. I went all up in that monster's face. I whipped out my fucking schlong. And I said, look at it. Look at it.
How many times
Does
you
it look
died?
like I'm scared
You
of
remember
you?
that big
Look
fucking
at the
robot?
size of my schlong. Does it look
We
like
were
I'm scared?
We were fighting that giant robot for like at least 40 minutes. I'm sitting here like, this has been past 30, 40 minutes right now because there's only 3 of us. I think Tom was the only one that was level 8. I was like level 6 or so. You were like level like 3. And we were just struggling. And I'm sitting there like, you're running the gun and methods ain't working that well right now. But
Well, that's because I'm a level 3 fighting a level fucking 9,000 monster.
well, we're gonna be able to upgrade yourself quite well once the game comes out.
This is why I wish Malik had an Xbox One or a PS4, whatever the case. We can get on there and we can just. Well, I mean, I don't know. He seems like he would be on more of your side and just like put some sandals on and a robe and like slowly sneak around.
Even Dave would do that.
Dude,
That's because you guys are a bunch of sandal
That's the
monkeys.
fun part.
No, because when it comes to certain games, it's funner to actually try and do what they want you to do instead of just doing what they don't want you to do.
That's very cute. You guys are.
Alex, you're a quitter.
You're a bunch of sandal monkeys. I'll go in there butt naked with a gun, and I'll fucking clear more house than any of you.
Well, I can see where this is going. We be like, okay, guys, we're gonna try to do this stealthy, and then we're gonna be doing our thing, and next thing you know, you've been spotted.
No. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? We're gonna get so close to the first objective, and Alex is gonna bust up and just shoot.
How did Alex become the Leroy Jenkins of our group?
Yeah,
He's always been like that. Where have you been?
like diving.
I mean, because
That man will always be the first to go into anything. Like everybody else will be like, "Hang on, guys, we need to do this." And it just instantly take off. You're thinking, "What the fuck?"
Man, I hope if we ever play a paintball,
I hope for your sake, I just hope for your sake, you're ready to get spotted because I am not giving any fucks when I get fucking in there. Okay?
Oh, we know.
I
You
vote
never-
we throw him to the wolves, and then we do the mission ourselves.
Yeah, you throw me into the wolves, I'll come back with the wolves skin. Like, hey guys.
I mean, we can shove him off of the rooftop.
Or I can just kill you by mistake, quote unquote, and just act like it was friendly fire.
I would hope your cooperation in real life would be just as well. You'd be more willing to cooperate in real life than you would be in a game. If I try to make a paintball plan, you'd just be like, man, fuck this! I'm going out there. We're gonna kill everybody. I'm like, I make a plan first.
That's the point, man.
Get that Leroy Jenkins thing.
I swear to God, you guys seem like you guys are the type of people that go online and like you greet yourselves. Hi, my name is so and so, and I'm ready to participate in this fucking exhibition match to see who the better player is. May the force be with you. It's like me. I go in there like, fuck you. I'm gonna kill you, and that's that.
You are everything that is wrong with the gaming world today. I hope everything bad in the world happens to you and only you, your children, and your children's children.
And then you got Malik going in there fucking, hi, my name is Terry, and I am a spokesman for my clan. We're here to make friends, not enemies, and our penis are very small. You Americans have such big penis. We have such small penis. You guys have such big penis, okay?
It's a very small penis.
Very small penis. We have very small penis. We be your friend.
Your extra large gargantuan American penis.
You see what I mean? He goes in there with a different fucking accent. He's like, all right, guys, watch this. Hello, my name is Terry. You guys, American, have big penis. I have small penis. I can be your friend. I'll be like, man, You can go fucking take your small penis and shove it, because the moment this match starts, I'm beating you with a battle rifle.
Well, see, it's different if you're in like head to head, 1-on-1. Then yeah, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
head
fucking,
first, guns
I've
blazing.
been a part
Let
of,
me cut your friggin' throat.
I've been a part of fucking Call of Duty games with these guys where fucking Brandon would try to be like, hey guys, I think we should stop shooting at them because if we stop shooting at them, they will stop shooting at us. It's like, shut
Oh
up.
no, that doesn't work.
Shut the
What
fuck
the
up.
hell is he
Shut
talking
the
about? I
fuck
never
up.
said that.
Guys,
Who said that in Call of Duty?
I have
No, guys, this
I
is
have
not-
an idea. If we stop shooting at them, they might stop shooting at us. Okay, Brandon. Well, why don't you be the first person to go in there and let us know how it goes? Okay, guys, watch this.
I don't recall
He
that.
comes back. Man down. Fuck out of here.
I don't recall that.
I've been a part. Like, how many times did I lead you guys to victory in Battlefield when I would fly a
Almost
plane?
never.
I would fly a plane
Almost
and I would
never.
get you to your destination.
Yeah, almost never actually. I remember those destination getting to it always ended up with everybody dying
But you
because
have to
somebody
admit, I
decided
was
to
the
fly
best
into a
pilot.
building.
I was the best pilot amongst.
Bullshit.
Oh my goodness! Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Why? Why?
This man in a plane, Alex would not know up from down. He would be going any way possible. He wouldn't even make it halfway off of the ground before he crashed.
Pull up.
With him.
That's not true.
He's like,
Yeah,
Brandon,
it
you see that mountain over there? If you see that mountain over there, Brandon, we're going right for it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
That's literally like the first thing Alex goes for is just to crash into something.
Alex, the first step to recovery is admitting that you have a problem.
That's not true because I figure if I'm in a giant helicopter or a giant plane,
Dude, you wrecked a plane into a skyscraper and said 9/11 one time.
listen to me.
That's
I
not-
figure that
Just stop.
if you're in a giant plane, right, and there's a little itty bitty guy at the bottom shooting at you, right? I mean, you're not gonna just let him fly. You're not
Oh
gonna
yes,
fly.
logic
Kill for
dictates
it.
you must fly the plane into this one man.
He ain't gonna take out nobody else on the team, just that one person.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Allahu Akbar.
That's why each time I played with him, I always try to beat him to the plane or helicopter one.
no, but that's the thing. It's like you take one for the team by killing off the enemy combatant.
Just one person.
Yeah, but that one person can be such a difference.
No. You aim the plane at a group of people. Though the group of people make the difference.
Fuck the group of people.
For Battlefield, you have to work as a team just to make a fucking difference.
There is no I in team, Alex.
Yeah, there is. It's called
Oh,
IT.
Alex will make one. He'll fit an eye in there somewhere.
Well, there you go. I team. Yeah, I mean, seriously, you guys are telling me that you would just fly on over and let this guy assault your teammates? No, fucking do something about it.
No,
shoot him
if I
with the
had
plane.
if
No,
I had
run
a
into him.
helicopter with a gun, then yes, I would shoot him, but I wouldn't fly the helicopter into the one man.
I mean, but you still prove your message.
I mean, sure, there is no kill quite like overkill, but I mean, come on,
Fucking, I remember
Yeah, but you
one
get no
time-
points for overkilling someone, though.
right?
I remember
If
one
I got
time.
100 extra points for flying a 747 into one guy on a bicycle, then yes, I would do it. But I'm not getting flying a helicopter into one man.
I mean, I've seen so many times where that fucking one guy would have like a RPG aimed locked at you. It's like you either go down or you take him with you.
And go down anyway.
What's that? Fuck it. I mean, come on. That's the beauty of video games like that. I mean, fucking. What else happened? I flew a plane.
You wouldn't pull that shit if there was no such thing as respawn.
I flew a plane into a fucking bunker full of like jihadis, and
Now, see, that's different. You said a bunch.
I remember him doing
A
that.
bunch.
yeah, but like somehow
one
the
guy,
game,
one guy.
but somehow the game completely lagged me, and I ended up just killing my entire team and none of the jihadis.
Excuses.
Dave, just admit it. Brandon, admit it. I am the by far the best pilot that you guys have.
I
No.
would never, nor would I ever recommend someone to ride with you in a plane on
I've
guys
it.
are
never
all
even
bunch
But
of-
when it came to
fly the
helicopter
plane, Alex,
piloting,
and I can
think
already
Spitz
tell.
was the best, and when it came to airplane, I think I was. Because
Dave's even worse. Dave has bad coordination. Dave, he's to your left. What? You said he was waist? He fucking flies into a tree.
Yeah, but you know the funny thing is when I
He
was
just
playing,
admitted it.
when I was playing with y'all, at least the sky stay cleared. Not because of y'all either.
Oh no, he didn't.
What was that even supposed to mean? Fucking redneck language.
In your face, you got served. You got served.
Watch when fucking Call of Duty Advanced Warfare comes out and like a giant tsunami is about to hit the coast. Dave's gonna be like, "Don't worry, guys, we can swim."
I got my raft. You actually can't swim in that game, you know that, right?
No, see, Alex will be the guy shooting at the tidal wave, and Dave will be the one who teleports away from the tidal wave.
No, Alex be throwing grenades and shit off his wrist at it, shooting
Guys,
it.
get the tsunami! Get the tsunami!
Just see this man pull a rocket launcher out of nowhere trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Well,
Rocket jump.
use the rocket launcher. Use the AC-130. Crash it into the tidal wave.
That'd just make it worse.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm
Might
telling
make
you.
a pocket for you for like a couple seconds, but yeah.
Fucking, oh my god, man. And then you have, and another thing. Grand Theft Auto 5. How many times did I drive you to safety?
That's driving. We were on the ground then. You weren't flying.
I flew in GTA, and I
Only
got
thing you flew
assaulted.
was helicopters. Once we got into an airplane, all of us sucked.
Well,
Yeah,
I
know.
was the one that got into least accidents in that game. Okay? You guys were a bunch of savages.
Who was the person that couldn't drive on the road? He drove on everything but the road.
I honestly had to
I
stop.
don't know who that was.
I think Alex told me that was AJ. To be honest, he was like, AJ drives on everything but the road.
Yeah, he does. Hey, guys, watch me drive on this old man. What the fuck are you doing?
I had to honestly stop playing that online because I got so sick and tired of motherfuckers. Like I went in to rob a grocery store and like I finally get the money and it turns out like a motherfucker in a mask was waiting right behind me for me to rob the guy. He shoots me in the back of the head, takes my money, shoots the friggin' clerk, and then gets in my car and drives away.
You get bugged.
I'm like, I am sick of this shit.
That is fucking awesome. I can see it all happen too. Give me the money. That's right, that's a good clerk. Oh, hey there.
Oh, that was the thing, is like I was getting all into it too because like you had to yell into your headset to make him give me the money faster.
Or
So
you
I'm
just
like
shoot
yelling,
behind
just
him.
screaming at the top of my lungs, getting this guy to give me the money in like 10 seconds, and then the guy just like sawed-off shotguns me.
Oh,
right
these
back in
guys
the
are a
face.
bunch of fucking backstabbers. How many times do they fucking place bounties on my head and on each other? It's fucking, yeah, man, don't worry. We're a clan. We stick together. I'm going to put a bounty on your head now. And
You have to admit, though, it made the game a little bit more fun.
no, it didn't, because you all were fucking, I remember one time you guys chased me for like fucking miles. And like I was eaten by like a live shark or something because I refused to fucking get killed.
Let's see. We put one on you, and I think we put one on AJ at the same time, which was just hilarious.
Fucking.
Sometimes y'all would ask for those bounties too. Y'all be like,
No. That was you. You, hey guys, I think we should do like a little.
That was
mission.
me also. I would ask for bounties.
because you
That's a
want to see how
bounty
long you can
first.
survive.
Exactly.
Or someone can kill you. Alex did ask for a couple.
Fucking bullshit. I got a bounty on my head. Fuck that. It's not worth it. I mean, it is coming out for the next gen, so I'm really looking forward to playing that again.
Brandon, put a bounty on him.
Oh, with pleasure.
Speaking of stuff coming out for the next gen, are any of you guys going to be getting Last of Us Remastered?
Actually, since it already came out, I thought about it, but I'm gonna wait a little bit until the price goes down because I already had it for the PS3 and it was amazing. But just having to buy it again and do it all over again, it's like, I mean, the game's worth it, but
Right.
what about you?
See, like I have the 360 and I'm thinking about getting the Xbox One, but the only reason I want to get a PS4 is to play Last of Us.
Okay, well,
What about
we
that?
have the Xbox representative in here by the name of Rice, and he ought to talk you into the Xbox.
What about the game called The Order 1886?
That's
Oh,
cool.
that game
You
can
saw
go
that?
suck. That game can go suck balls. It's all about Last of Us for me.
shit.
I was just saying, have you seen it at least?
I've seen it, but like, it's like I said, the only game that even slightly tempts me to the dark side of buying a PS4 is The Last of Us.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
not worth
that's it. That's the only reason I wanted to get a PS3 was to play The Last of Us. I don't care about God of War. I don't care
What?
about any of their other
What?
exclusives. I only wanted The Last of Us.
Let me tell you something, sir.
Uh-oh.
Now you have a perfectly good point on wanting to play Last of Us. But if you're gonna do something like that, I would look for a friend or something like that to play that because that's a waste of four or however much it is.
Oh, my
$400.
brother has a PS3. I'm looking at it right now, and he has The Last of Us. So I'm like set on.
Okay.
I'm
But
sorry, I sneezed.
if you would like to converse with all of us more often and play more and involve yourself with more people online,
I
get
would love
Xbox
to.
One.
And if you want to be in the same airplane as me, you would get an Xbox One.
Don't do it.
Xbox.
I
All
am
of us have.
no, Alex. I have heard enough horror stories from these two men
No,
These
that
guys
you
are
would
fucking
no.
never ever
liars.
You know
convince.
the worst of it.
I
Don't.
am
No.
driving.
Those are minimum things. You don't know the worst of it. This
I
man.
am driving. You are forever riding bitch with me, Alex.
Oh
No,
my
no, no.
God! I would have
I
fucking
think
popped
this
your
is probably
tires
the
then before
worst
we even
one
get in the
ever.
car.
I will
This is
slash
the
your
worst
tires.
right here. It was me, Tyler, and Brandon in a Jeep that had C4 on it because we were about to take out a tank. This man crashed this fucking A-10 airplane into us and blew the Jeep up and all of us up with it.
Alex
You
strikes
get-
me as the guy who's going to be like the DayZ psychopath. If you guys have never seen those YouTube videos, oh my god, you must watch them.
Yes,
But
he
Alex
will
is
be
the
that
guy
dude.
who just randomly he'll hunt for the same person, and if that one person just happens to kill him, he just makes it his life mission to just hunt him down and screaming random obscenities like he's gonna rape your parents in the ass.
Chocolate.
I'm gonna wear your face
What the
and feel your hair. I love you.
Exactly. Why would I allow somebody to do such horrible things to me and get away with it?
But seriously, if you guys have never watched those videos, you guys got to go watch the DayZ Psychopath. Oh my
I'm
god,
about
so
to.
funny.
That just sounds very interesting. But like I said, if you want to play with us, you would get an Xbox One. And if you want to be flown by the best pilot in the world, I would really suggest.
Alex, you're not selling me on this one. You're not selling me on the pilot.
Listen to me. It's all about taking one for the team, or at least taking
You're
many.
not selling me on your piloting skills, bro.
Damn it, man! You're missing out on something truly special.
No, you're not.
I don't feel like dying for my country a mile ahead of time.
Damn it, you're a patriot and you will die for your country.
Take her down. I don't give a shit. Just hit something hard. Don't want to limp away from this hunk of
Hey,
shit.
if you guys had no other option and I was the one piloting, you guys know damn well you'd get in there and let me fly. I can see one guy in the back just contemplating. He's like, should we jump?
I'm pretty sure there won't be
Jump.
one dude in the back contemplating. I'm pretty sure everybody be wearing a fucking parachute.
It's like the one guy in the back with a harmonica. What are you doing? What? Why?
All I know is, if you get in the helicopter with Alex, you're gonna go two places, up and then straight down. You ain't going anywhere but those two places.
That's not true at all.
Or you just go up and you go right into a building.
Is Alex like in a perpetual state of denial about his horrible piloting?
Because
Yes,
it's not
yes.
true.
He thinks he's the best.
All
and
right,
he's
all right.
actually the
Do you guys have any proof?
There should be
Yes,
some videos on
actually.
it. There should be some videos on it. I'm sure there's
Yeah,
some.
there are some videos of you piloting actually.
You can go straight to hell. Go straight to hell, Dave.
You know, those like 4 episodes of Battlefield 3 we did.
Fucking, oh my god, nobody will ever beat me in WWE. I remember I beat AJ and Tyler so bad I fucking baptized them the next day in real life. Fucking, these monkeys are coming after me with fucking chairs and ladders. I disarmed them of both and I beat the piss out of them both. I remember AJ was crying on the mic. He was like, "Yo man, no more, bro, no more, no
I
more."
thought that was Chris or his brother Jordan.
It was AJ and Tyler.
Then
I
Jordan
heard it was
Jordan
Chris.
tried to face you too, didn't he? He was the one crying.
I beat everybody's ass in that game. Just like I beat your ass in Dragon Ball Z, bitch.
Dude, my screen was white. So
I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. I
Dude,
got
he was
video
not- I swear
proof.
to God, he will
I
not sit
fucking
there.
blasted your ass off the planet.
Okay. Just so y'all know, we were fighting,
I
and
fought you
I tried to
multiple
do. I think I
times.
did one of my.
Multiple times.
Oh, I fought him
Alex, let him have his words.
You can go.
yeah, Alex. I did some kind of technique on him, and then once I came out of that technique, my screen just stayed white. I could not see my screen. So
Really?
he had. Yes,
Really?
really.
For both fights? Really?
For that Gohan Super Saiyan 2 versus whoever you were, I could not see.
And I beat your ass. And in the second fight, guess what? Guess what? I beat your ass.
There was a bunch of fights I could have won. I just let you win because I
I,
ain't
oh,
want to.
oh, oh, yeah. You let me win. Oh. Brandon, I was Kid Buu in the second fight, and I fucking washed you so bad.
Dude, okay, because he has quick fighting. That's what I chose Gohan for because he
Yeah,
was able
yo,
to
I
punch.
could have been using Yamcha, and I still would have murdered you.
Okay, so you
Funny
go ahead.
story. I played Ultimate Tenkaichi and I beat like a string of opponents using no one but Yamcha.
That's kind of sad.
You know, this is something y'all probably already know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh my goodness, Dave! You
All
need to
right.
get with the times. You need to get with the times,
I
Dave.
am with the times, actually,
No, you're not.
to a point.
Yeah, to the
To
point
a
we're about to
point.
banish you back to like the fucking ninth circle. Anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching. This has been my good friend
Cinnamon.
Terry,
Sounds
Malik
like
DBNA. If you guys don't know what Dragon Ball New Age is, I really suggest you guys to go on ahead and look it up. Dragon Ball New Age. Check out his Facebook and his Instagram along with his channel. Deviant Art as well. My good friends, 3-Man Broadcast. Go on ahead and check them out as well, guys. And of course, if you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm the best pilot, right, guys? Yeah.
Hell
No.
no.
bullshit.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Anyways, everybody, we really hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be seeing you all in the next episode.
Suck some ass.
Take it easy, everybody. Peace.